Hi everyone, thanks for tuning in to another episode here on Legendary TV. This is going to be a shed hunting video, basically a couple of days from last year, 2025, of our shed hunts, and then there's a couple of cell phone videos in there, so that's why they're cropped in, with the rest of them's all GoPro and a regular camera, but had a couple nice finds there that we had the camera with us and it was fun, and here we are. It's already 2026 here in January, and we're going to be shed hunting here soon here in Ohio, so I'm excited. So this will just give us a start into that, and we'll start finding sheds here soon. So hope you enjoy the video, and make sure to like and subscribe. We've been working down here at the Southern Ohio farm, and found a shed last night right at dark. I'm sorry, we've been working down about an hour from the farm, so we've been staying the night down here. And last night I found an antler out in the food plot, a fresh one, but I have my GoPro with me. I have my phone now, but I just found a little shed at the other end. It was last year's or 2 years old, just a little one. It got kicked up by the turkeys, you could tell right by the feeder. And here I am up here where I just found all those antlers the other day, and I can see the gator and the feeder and the blind from here. It's maybe 50 yards away, and the buck that I found the big set of sheds to, that big 9 with the extra points, just matched the side up from last year. We only found one side. Here's the other one laying right here. Can't believe it, but laying right here. I can see it plain as day. I can tell the squirrels have been chewing on it hard, but just missed it somehow. We've walked through here and everything, but he did drop late, so. But we've been having guys walk around here looking at timber and stuff, and they must have seen it. And then I've been up here and walked here, and obviously haven't seen it either. Must have just got flipped up or something. But number 2 here, right before dark. Pretty awesome. Well, I literally just ended that video, and I just found myself another shed here. My thing ain't flipping around, but it's right up there. Looks like a sore thumb. Oh, little match set. How cool is that? Here's one. Here's the other. Cool little deer. Lots of mass for a little guy, but figures I don't bring my GoPro. It's down in the cabin, just trying to rush around here before it gets dark. I'd already picked up 3 antlers, and the 4th one's on the gator, but man, this is why I've been wanting to get out and walk. You can tell he's been laying there a little while. They're definitely fresh from this year. Man, I found so many antlers up here this year by this feeder and food plot. It's unreal. Well, this shed hunt's escalated pretty quickly. Just about missed this one, but I've had maybe 30 minutes to shed hunt. Got 1 at the gator, 3 here, a little match set, and then I'm up here in this field. I'm basically in the same area where I found all those sheds that one day. Just about missed this one. Nice little 5-point side. I mean, I got here till almost 6 o'clock. And just decided to come up here, even though I've found a ton of sheds up here. And I haven't even looked at the other end of the farm, which is the big end. And there's honestly probably just as many, if not more, bucks over there. But I just really want to find the other side of this big buck we call Buster. I don't know if he for sure dropped. My camera died, but he dropped the one side and then it warmed up, so who knows. They're definitely moving around a lot more in this warmer weather, but still picking up bone. Can't beat it. 5 in probably 30 minutes, maybe 40. Well, we're back out here looking for sheds. Got off work a little bit earlier today and got back to the farm. Dale came down and worked with me today, and Dad went home this morning. I had a heck of a night last night with 30 minutes left. I found those 5, just filmed it with my phone, but got the GoPro out today. Good cloudy conditions, got about an hour and a half this time. I'm just climbing up the hill here where I found all those sheds last night. Still trying to find Buster's other side. So I already picked up most of them here though, so I don't think I'll find many, if any, if I find any. So for mainly Buster. But It's getting pretty windy. The temps are dropping. It's 60 today again, mid 60s, but dropping down to 20s tonight. It's supposed to get snow. It's raining right now, pretty decent. And it's coming across over there. So Dale just got on the gator, went up to the top. He's going up there. I haven't really looked at all yet this year, and most of the bucks have dropped. So hopefully he can find some today. We'll see how it goes. I'm just coming up this trail here and look back, and I see something white up here. I don't know if it's a bone or a stick or a shed, but let's see here. Looks like a stick. Yeah, just a stick. Keep looking. That's awesome. I mean, wow. Well, I haven't found anything. I was getting ready to cover down here where I basically hit yesterday right off the rip and found that old shed. I'm right by the feeder and food plot here. I've been looking for busters on the other side, and I'm sure I've already walked over these, but there's a little set right here. Little spike set. Yeah, they got some green on them, and their wax range pretty much gone, so they've been probably laying here a while, literally right beside the feeder and everything. It's getting pretty windy and rainy out. I just checked the camera. There was another buck up here last night. It was still half his rack. I think it's the one that I found half his antler to last night, that little 5-point up in the field. But I think Buster was there, it looked like last night, and it looked like both sides off. I think it was him. That's what I'm saying. It looked like it, but so I'm gonna come down here and walk where I never find any, where I found one yesterday, but I didn't go all the way down, and there's always tons of trails, and I know he comes from this bottom side a lot too, so gonna give it a shot here. But been walking a little while, I haven't found nothing, but just found a nice little forky, I guess, spike with a little point match set, so that's pretty cool. Found a ton on this side of the farm this year. It's definitely different. Usually don't find too many, so we're gonna get down this thick stuff and see if we can't maybe find his side. Well, we're back down here at the farm, working at that property, so we're staying here, and we got back. It's about probably, I'd say, 6:20 right now. Got probably about an hour and a half till dark. I've been doing a little riding around up here. I've been finding all those sheds going to the other end, but was just doing some riding up there. I didn't get to go exactly where I wanted to, but it's another spot I want to check on top of this ridge where I found some sheds before, and should be pretty good bedding. There's a spot I want to go ride on. It's tall grass, as in a little woods. Just trying to match up Buster still. Still haven't went to the other end yet. I still haven't even found all the bucks here, so let's see what we end up finding. Going up the steep hill. Beautiful evening. First time in a t-shirt here in Ohio this year. 64 or 5 today, gonna be 70 to mid 70s tomorrow. Pretty awesome. So weather we've been waiting on. Well, I was driving the floor around some of these ridges. I just been trying to cover as much ground as possible, which ain't good because I can't see sheds as good as I can. But I was driving down the hill, and this one, fresh one, was laying right here. And I looked up right here where my feet were, and this little set was laying right in this stuff. It's from last year. It was laying 5 feet in front of it, but just an old set. An old set. Just found 3 sheds right here, and then this old set literally feet away. I don't even know how I seen it. They're half covered with leaves and everything. I was filming with my phone, didn't even think to grab the GoPros out on the 4-wheeler, but haven't found nothing. Just riding around and just found a little one and then a really small match set. I mean, you don't find them that small very often, but just a cool little set. Not far from the food plots here in the feeder, but just haven't walked this area, and just like that, we got 3 within a couple seconds of each other, so we'll see if we can find any more. Well, That is one of the most prettiest sights I've seen since I found the other ones. There's the other side of Buster. Yeah, oh, we got a hole or something in there. It's all cracked, but man, just driving the four-wheeler over here, I found the other one on the other side over there. I say a straight shot, probably 400 yards. I was like, you know what? I wonder if he comes over here and would be over here. Sure enough, he is. Man, got a little kicker starting off the base there. Kind of busted off a little hard, but there's Buster. Yes, yes. Literally laying right there. Pretty sight. That's what I've been looking for. Now I don't have to worry about looking for them anymore. Just mashed them up. Yes. Oh yeah. That feels good. That's 4 on this little evening trip. Look at the beam on that thing is crazy. Gonna be a stud next year. Gonna be one of the shooters for sure. Man, I'm jacked. Hopefully Dale's finding some. Just in the woods here, just a couple minutes. This is some of the thicker, nastier stuff on the farm. Usually don't find many in this part of it, but I have found 1 or 2 over the years. Dale's over there, closer to the feeder and food plot where it should be better. So hopefully we can find some of the bucks that are in here. Hopefully they dropped there. But just getting in here, nothing yet. But lots of sign, lots of trails, and lots of beds, so we'll see here. Just coming down the trail here, and I see an old one laying right there. Actually might be like 2 years old. I'm trying to think who that is. It actually might be off the buck Dale killed this year. Let's see, I might have the other side to him, but old one here. Only one I've found so far. Tons of sign, beds and tracks, but like I said, I've only found 1, maybe 2 antlers in here, but for sure 1 on this side of this where our trail is. And I just found a dead deer too. But if it's who I think he is, if it's a buck, I would basically come in here to probably find him, but I don't see a rack right now, but gotta get over there to it. It's all mangled up. Looks like a younger deer maybe. The rib cage don't look very big. We'll see here. I don't see a rack as of right now. Looks like just a little deer. I can't tell for sure. Small deer died probably late season. Hurt its head. Looks like a doe. Yep, just a doe. Got a little dead fawn here, some bones laying around. Definitely been laying there a couple of years. Nothing else yet, but got to a nice little grassy kind of open face here where the sun hits, so maybe we'll find one laying up here. I've never had on this face, but I've always liked it. There's lots of beds. thought I might be looking for antlers, but man, cool. Big rub. Well, just checking out the Dale. He hasn't found anything yet, but coming up this creek down where I was, I think I see one down there that washed downstream down there. It looks like a shed. I think it's a shed. Yeah, it looks like a shed. Yep. Looks like last year's maybe. Got washed downstream, but there's another one. Old one's down in here. It's thick, nasty stuff. Better than nothing, we'll take it. Right here in the creek, you don't really see that too often. Well, here we are, it's March 24th. Just got down to the farm after the job again, me and Dale. About mid-50s, but pretty high winds. Got some rain clouds coming in. Calling for a little bit here, but it's about 4:40, 4:45. Getting the four-lures out now, and gonna go up top by the double man and back in that area and see if we can find some of those bucks that we haven't found up there. But we'll see here. Hopefully come up with something, so we'll keep you updated. Well, we've been walking for a little while now, and coming up on our first one here. Went right out and around it. Oh, I know this buck. Oh yeah, I know this one real well. He busts all of his tines off. He's a 10-pointer. It was a 6x5, but his other one should be close. I'm pretty sure he dropped in the same day. I literally just walked right over top of this, actually. I walked right there. Had to walk right over top of it. I'm pretty sure he dropped them both in the same night too. Yeah, I literally just walked. I just stepped right over top of it. So I walked right beside that old tree stand over this log, right down this trail. As I remember, there's a piece of white mushroom over there that I was looking at it. I thought it was like top of a skull, but I definitely walked basically right by this. I think the other side should be closed. Definitely gonna be looking around more here. He's been down a while, I know that. We'll see if we can't find his other side here, hopefully. Well, as soon as I shut the camera off, just found this one laying here. I got the other side to him. 7-pointer, that's the one I found there at that double man feeder when I found 9 in one day. But that just goes to show me that they're hanging out right here on this corner. Right here on this edge. Well, it got going quick again here as it got thick, and I thought it was going to take too long, and just about turned to my right here to go out, and there's an old one there. I know that deer. Actually, it might be 3 years ago. Pretty awesome. This is why I used to cover everything best I could. I haven't done that in a couple of years now, and where you think you're not gonna find them, that's where they end up laying. Because I've checked these spots numerous times years prior to when I stopped looking on everything, and I wouldn't find nothing. Well, this year I found a lot of old ones in spots where I never used to ever find any, and sure enough, that's where they are. Yeah, I know this 8-pointer, big wraparound beams. Actually might be a little older than that. Actually, yeah, I found him dead after he shed. So, yeah, hopefully we'll find fresh ones now. Yeah, I was just thinking I actually got a decent amount of footage of this buck a couple years ago. Then found him dead probably. Actually, I just found a dead buck head too. He died in velvet. Still got velvet on him. Man. Don't know what happened to him. There's a carcass there. Could be all the fur I've been finding, but yeah, that was from early season. Not far at all off the trail here, maybe 15 yards, but it's thick and nasty in here. We really don't come in here a lot. Not until we're looking for sheds, so definitely goes to show why you need to try and cover everything, even though you think you've never found anything in there, because you just never know. Then a couple minutes here, we already got a shed and a dead buck. Well, just walking here and just about walked past another one. This tree fell down. I just walked on this side of it and just stopped, looked back, and looks like another old one. Last year's. She might be older than that. I think I know that deer. I have a shed from the year after that. Busted off pretty bad though. Man. Yeah, I haven't hit this this spot like I used to, and it's definitely showing. I've been realizing that a lot this year. So definitely need to start covering everything a lot better. Yeah, busted off pretty gnarly though. The bottom one. Definitely had a headache from that. Pretty awesome though. I'm about back to the four-wheeler here. I'm gonna drop this stuff off, and it's about dark. We got probably about a half hour left. I'm gonna go on the other side of the ridge here. Just walked it where I kind of left off earlier. Met up with Dale probably about a half hour ago. He hadn't found nothing. I feel terrible. Just bad luck, I guess. Hoping he finds one here before dark. He's been walking a bunch. Just hasn't found one. Well, me and Shiner are down here at the farm. It's been raining, and we walked a little bit and rode around quite a bit, and decided we were gonna get off here and do a little walk here. And 10 yards from the grade here, I see one laying here. I don't know, it kind of looks like maybe last year's, but I can see it being this year's too. Last year's, right off the trail. Actually, I found his other side laying out in the double man field this year when I was tracking my doe. He's not much bigger, but it's definitely his other side. But And just look at that. It's laying here slash here right off the trail. We drove down a million times.